Okay, so I look crazy right now, but the Lord just wants me to share this word. God had me in John 11 tonight reading about the story of Lazarus. Martha and Mary, Lazarus' sisters, go to Jesus and they tell him, Lord, Lazarus is sick. Now, instead of getting up and going to Lazarus right away, Jesus waited 2 more days to get to Lazarus. And when he finally got to Lazarus, he had already been dead 4 days. And Martha says to him, Lord, if you had just been here, my brother would not have died. And I felt the Lord just speaking so strongly to my spirit that is where so many of you are at right now. You feel like Martha, and you're like, Lord, why did you let this happen? But see, if you go back to verse 4, Jesus promises them, after hearing that Lazarus is sick, that this sickness is not going to end in death. And even though Lazarus did quite literally die, it did not end that way. All Jesus had to do was roll back that stone where Lazarus laid and command him to get up. Listen, y'all, when God gives us a promise, too many times we put our expectations on it. Oh, it's got to happen this way. Or I'm sure it's going to happen this way. And then when you don't see it happening that way, you assume that God is not moving. You assume that God is not working. And then in comes the discouragement. And then in comes the warfare that begins in your head. Jesus might not fulfill the promise the way that you thought he would, but he's going to do it. Listen, God got all the connects, okay? He's not limited to doing things and fulfilling his promises to just one way or another, or what you know. He is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, okay? And sometimes he fulfills promises in ways that we don't expect because we cannot get the glory from it. Now see, there was many who could already tell the story of, yes, Jesus healed me. And while that is so beautiful, how many could say that they were dead 4 days and got resurrected? It's not over until he says it's over.